Hey guys, hi, my name is Camry and thanks for tuning in to get ready with me. I don't wear makeup at all, but what I do wear is lashes, which I said in the first video. I'm just going to talk about the accident and how it happened and everything. It's a story. So to begin with, it was a Monday. I remember that. My whole plan for that Monday was to go to class, go talk to my advisor, and go quit my job because I don't like it at all. And then I was going to start applying for other jobs, assisted living. I went to class. I only had 2 classes. Then I went to go see my advisor. I bumped into him on his lunch break, I guess, and he said that he was going to go off to lunch, and I said okay. So I left the school and I was going to go quit my job. I went to my ex job and I told her that I can't do it anymore. I was really nice and polite about it, but I just couldn't do it anymore. And the nursing home that I was working in, they are low staff and people will call off. So when they do call off, they can't do anything about it. Like, they're not gonna fire them. They need people. So my partner called off both Saturday and Sunday that I was working, and I'm just like, okay. And it's a busy hallway. Like, there's Hoyers, and Hoyers are machines that lift bigger people into their chair or onto their bed. Like, they help us. I had to keep calling people. It's illegal to work a Hoyer by yourself. They got annoyed with me, and it's like, it's not my fault that my partner called off, and I'm still like a new CNA. I'm not used to doing this by myself. I just had a hard time, and people were commenting about how slow I was. It's like, oh, you need to hurry up. We have so many people that need to get ready for dinner. And I'm just like, honey, I'm the only one in my hall. Like, you need to chill out. Like, you're not trying to help me. So don't expect me to go Speedy Gonzalez with some older people that I don't really know very well. Like, no. No. Anyway, it's just, I'm not strong. I can't be lifting people. It's just a lot. Anyway, so I went into her office and I told her this just isn't working out. And she explains to me that she understands, and she recommended me to apply to an assisted living facility. And that's where you clean up after them, help them, but they can do majority of the work by themselves. And if they can't, they need to be in a nursing home. And I was like, okay, sure, yeah, I'll go apply for that. So I gave, some residents hugs because they remember me. I love them. I get attached to people very easily. I drove to one assisted living facility, and their hiring manager wasn't there, and I like to talk to hiring managers but so they can see my face and they can, who I am and whatever. And sometimes by me doing that, I get the interview the day of. My main mirror is like blocking you guys. They told me that the hiring manager is just on break right now, so she's gonna be back in like a half an hour. So I was like, okay, so I'll just come back in a half an hour. I left that facility to go apply for another one. On my way there, I kid you not, so I actually wrote it in my diary. It's like, I drew it, and I don't know how else to explain the accident without like pictures, because yeah. So this picture barely explains it, so I'm sorry. It's like a kindergartner, but basically I was going straight down the street, and there was this person on the turning lane. He was waiting for me, like he was waiting for traffic to go by, and I was a part of the traffic. So I thought that he was just going to continue to wait, but when I was in the middle of the street, this man decided to go ahead and zoom. Like, excuse me? Like, are you really? No, like, no, you're not doing this. And he did do it. He did do that. And I was just like, as it was happening, I was trying to stop my car, of course, because like obviously I didn't want this to happen. So I was going 45 and I couldn't stop it. And plus it was like wet outside, so it was really slippery. Anyway, as it was happening, I was just at shock. I was just like, is this seriously, are we really going to be head on right now? We are. So when it hit, my car spun around. So this part of my car spun around and hit this guy right here. And so I had a double impact. Like, I was just shook, like literally. I really thought I was dead. And I realized that I was alive. My fingers were moving. I tried to get out of my driver's seat and I couldn't. So I tried to get out from the passenger seat and that worked. I tried to get away from that car as soon as possible because I'm slow. I literally thought that, like in movies, whenever there's a car accident or there's a car wreck, the car explodes. So I thought the car was gonna explode. Yeah.
So I tried to get away from that bitch.
I was wearing these, so one of my heels were in the car and then one of them were out, and I was just walking with one heel. I ran over to their car to see if they were okay, and I couldn't see them because their airbag was in their face and everything. But as soon as like I couldn't open their door, I just backed away, and there was so many people that just stopped and helped, and I am just so grateful for them. Just, it was amazing. And I felt a lady grab me and hold me in her arms after I backed away from the car because I couldn't open their driver's seats. She held me in her arms and she started praying, and I just started crying. I didn't know what to do. Everyone else was calling the cops, giving them the story that they saw. It was just nice. I'm very grateful to them. So after the cops got there and everything, I don't really remember that much because I was in shock and I was crying the whole time. And I was in this lovely lady's arms, but she let me borrow her jacket because it was cold outside. Also, my phone and my shoe, I didn't really care about the shoe at the time. My phone was in the car and I was afraid to go back in the car because I thought it was gonna explode, obviously, because, you know, I'm so smart. So there's this nice man. He was so sweet. He went in my car and he got the phone for me. Then when the cops got there, they recommended that I go to the hospital, obviously. One of the bystanders asked me what my mom's number was, and I did not want to give them my mom's number because at the time I was trying to be an adult, and my version of being an adult is just taking care of your own business, not relying on anybody. And I'm very dependent, so I was trying very hard not to be that. So I was just trying to do me, do the things I needed to do, like, and I'm a mama's girl, so that's a big jump for me. I just do not like that my family doesn't really have much confidence in the fact that I can do stuff. Like, I love my family. My family's lovely, and I mean, they love me, but I'm just saying, like, when it comes to me being able to do something on my own, like, for instance, in the update video, I told you guys that I wanted to teach in Korea. I'm not saying that they have to be like all invested in what I'm interested in, because like it's me. It's, you know, some parents are invested in what their kids are doing and everything. Like my nail stylist, I haven't got my nails done since the accident because, you know, I've been resting and whatever. But even my nail stylist, like her daughter loves Blackpink, and you know, Blackpink is a Korean girl group. And she was playing the music because they have a TV in the nail salon, because she was trying to learn their songs because her daughter loves them, and she bought tickets for her and her daughter to go see their concert that it was in Chicago, I believe. And I just thought, it touched my heart. I was like, oh my god, like, you know, you're so interested in your daughter and what she cares about. That's really cute. But yeah, all parents are different. Like mine just aren't interested in, you know, learning about Asia or stuff that I'm interested in. Like some stuff, my mom understands I like Ariana Grande. She knows some songs from Ariana Grande. Anyway, so I was trying to prove to myself and to them that I can do this. Because like right now I still live with them. They gave me the opportunity to still live with them until I graduate college. And so I kind of rely on them a lot. And I'm just... So I gave the woman the number to my mom. And she called her, and I was just like, I don't want this. Like, I want to figure this out on my own, you know, and that's crazy because I couldn't do that. So I'm really glad that I gave the lady my mom's number. I was just shook. Like, I couldn't do anything. I was shook. Anyway, so she called my mom, and my mom was like, you know, terrified, but she was grateful that I was alive and everything. And by looking at my car, like, I just don't see how I survived. And, you know, it's just a miracle. Like, God is good. The other people, we still to this day haven't heard anything about them. I know that they were alive. They are alive, I hope. Because I was crying saying that I hope I didn't kill them, like, you know, because that impact was hard. And I found out that they were an elderly couple. So their bones are weaker and brittle, and I was just hoping, like, I hope this accident didn't kill them. I was just crying. The paramedics, everyone told me that they were responsive, like, I can stop worrying about it. To this day, like, I don't really know what's going on with them, which I don't know if that I even should know, because that's none of my business, you know? But their insurance at first was pretending like they weren't gonna pay for anything. Like, I'm the one that ran into them. Like, no, honey, your clients turned in front of my car. Like, just recently I got a check from them and they paid off, you know, I already talked about this in the updated video, but they paid off the rest of my payments on my car. I had no broken bones, which was lovely. But when I went to the hospital, my body was like still in shock, so it wasn't hurting or anything, but the day after it was hurting really bad, and you know, it just progressively got worse from there. I eventually got a chiropractor who told me that I had a concussion, which was terrifying. I had to just rest the whole entire time. It was just not me, because I don't like sitting still. I don't like not doing anything. But anyway, at the time my room was flooded because it was raining a lot, and it still is raining a lot. But anyway, I had to sleep upstairs in the living room, and that lasted for like weeks and weeks, and I had like no privacy, and it was just horrible. But as soon as I got my room back, my depression started to get a little better, and I was less irritated about this whole endeavor.